Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to Tarantino's Tuscan Experience. We're here in Statesboro, Georgia. For those of you that are local, this is also going to be the dinner special tonight. I'm going to show you guys how to do a simple vodka sauce using basic ingredients right at your local grocery store. And you can change it up with anything you want. Super simple. Well, what I have going on behind me is our homemade sauce that I just put on earlier today, letting the seasonings and everything sink right down in there. I'm going to stir it up in just a little bit. But before we get started on how to make this vodka sauce, I just wanted to say thank you again to everybody who helped us, who contributed to the Tuscan Crisp Toy Drive. Tarantino's Tuscan Toy Drive yesterday. Thank you so much. We had 5 people make donations, and then of course all the sponsors that are on our page for the Become a Supporter. Huge help. Thank you so much for helping us with that yesterday. We had a blast going around. And you know, it's just not about when people say, you know, it's great that we're helping less fortunate. It's not even just about that. It's about teaching people how to give and just have a good time and just love one another, no matter who you are, where you're from, what color you are, and all that good stuff. It's just about being family, especially in your local community. So that's just our way of showing thanks, and it's great that we can all do it together, especially with all these other organizations like TNT Farms and all that that's here locally that does a buttload for people. So, all right, vodka sauce, super simple. All this stuff you can get at your local grocery store. Before any of my Italian friends have a heart attack when they see the great value cheese, remember, this is a recipe that people can do at home, all right? So for about, I don't know, $8, you could probably make this for yourself. You got your chicken breast. If you were buying it for about 4 people, it probably cost you $3, $5, $9, $10, about $20, and you could probably feed 6 people. Using the stuff right at your local grocery store. So anyway, all you need is some cheese, and you probably already have that at home, some salt, pepper, garlic, fresh garlic. If you don't want to peel it and crush it yourself, you can buy it already peeled. This is what I love to use because I go through so much of it. And then, of course, I've got some chicken breast that I grilled and seasoned off, which I'll be sauteing. I do that with all my chicken, by the way. I like to grill it first. I actually marinate it with a dry rub, let it sit overnight. Then I grill it, and I power cook the chicken almost all the way through. And then I portion it, cut it, portion it, and then when you order a chicken Alfredo or rattlesnake pasta, whatever it is, that's that much more flavor you have in your dish. All right, so super simple, and you can add whatever vegetables you want. Obviously, if you have sausage in your fridge that you want to get rid of, do it with sausage. Chicken, veal, pork, whatever the heck you want, you can utilize. Whatever vegetables you want. If you like peppers, great. If you don't put them in there. Mushrooms, whatever. All right, so we're going to cut some of this stuff up. Actually, we're going to put a little oil in the pan first. About just enough to coat the bottom. Just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. All right, now we're going to add some seasoning to it. My seasoning's a little different, but salt and pepper works. Also, make sure you have yourself a jar sauce, or if you have sauce at home already, fantastic, because you're going to need a couple ounces of red sauce to get that pink color. And that's what also adds more flavor to it. But if you want to use a jar, there's great jar sauces out there. Just pick one you like, use that. Obviously, I'm going to use my homemade sauce if you have time to do that, because it takes hours and hours and hours and hours to cook your sauce. But if you're in a rush or you want to do this for dinner, remember, this takes about 15 minutes to prepare at home. This is very simple. All right, so seasoning, a little bit of olive oil, chop up your fresh garlic, put a pinch of that in there, or however much you like. I like a little bit extra. Then I'm going to add my veg. And because my chicken's already power cooked, I'm going to add that in last, get the veg sweating in there. Cut up this pepper. Actually, I'm just going to use the top of the pepper. Get some of that flavor in there. I like a little crushed red with mine to add a little spice. My favorite thing to use is spicy Italian cherry peppers. Those are the best. But I'm out and they are hard to get, so they're on order. So just a pinch. If you just put a pinch in there, it'll give it a little flavor and it won't burn you. So don't worry about, oh, I don't like spicy stuff. Just a little bit, and it adds that much more flavor and depth to it. All right, so I got enough pepper in there. I'm going to add a little diced, a few tomato to mine. I love fresh tomato. All this stuff you can get right at the grocery store. Super cheap. The best place I like to go is for heavy cream, the cheapest, because cream is super expensive. Cream and cheese, cream and cheese. So if you're making this at home, get the great value cheese, I promise you. When I make this at home, everybody thinks I did it at the restaurant or it's ordered from a restaurant, because that's how good it tastes. It's all about it's all about balance of the flavors. So if you practice enough, it's going to come out incredible. All right, so we got our tomato in there. We're going to dice up an onion. I love putting mushrooms in mine, but I forgot to get my mushrooms. I like putting baby bellas in there. Baby bellas are fantastic too. Those are my favorite. You ever have chicken portobello? If you guys ever want to try that, just let me know. I'll make you some chicken portobello. By the way, guys, after this, all my cooking recipes, I'm going to be doing recipes I'm going to put all kinds of recipes up on the support page. So those of you that are supporters, you'll get all my recipes. I'll be posting them constantly on there. So those of you that aren't and you like these recipes, get on there. I'm going to put everything on there. All kinds of great stuff. Easy stuff that you can just get at your local grocery store and have a great time with at home. And it'll taste like you just bought it at the restaurant. And cheap. Dirt cheap. I love onion. Put a little bit more in there. That's enough onion. All right, I'm going to turn my heat on. Medium-high heat. Those of you at home who don't saute that much, do it medium because you don't want to burn your garlic. We're going to let these sweat a little bit. And now I'm finally going to stir my sauce. Look how beautiful that looks. Red, white, and green. Green, white, and wet. However you want to say it. This is going to cook all the way till I'll be using this tonight when we open, but this will also continue to cook till I close. This won't come off the stove until 9 p.m. tonight. And I'll also put a recipe for red sauce on the support channel too as well. Well, I shouldn't say still the Facebook channel, but you'll only be able to see it if you're a supporter. Which, by the way, gives you tons of discounts and helps us out with all these different things that we do. Hey, Joel, how are you? Michelle, Tammy? Dougie, how you doing? Merry Christmas to everybody, by the way, and Happy New Year if I don't see you. Oh, Dougie, I see what you're trying to do. This is the vodka sauce. You must have heard that. Saute this up. Yeah, once you get fluent with sauteing, where you got the timing right, then you can do this on a high heat and it'll be done even quicker. You just got to be careful not to burn the garlic. That's the biggest thing. That's what it should look like. Now I'm going to cut my chicken up and add that in there. So how was everyone's Christmas? Toss that up. Let this all heat up nicely. Get that all the way through. Smells fantastic already. Beautiful looking dish too. And like I said, substitute any veg that you want. Put any meat that you want, any vegetable. It's about the sauce and what your palate likes. Remember, I give you a billion recipes. You can make every one of them your own just by adding and subtracting things. It was quiet. Well, Merry Christmas, my friend. You need to come out and visit me. I miss you. All right, get that sauteed up nice. Then what we're going to do is we're going to deglaze with vodka. We're going to add the vodka sauce in there. What that's going to do is open up the pores to the vegetables. Really not much flavor in the vodka. You probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference if I put it in or didn't put it in. But what it does is it helps open the pores to the veg and it just draws in the flavor with the sauce and everything. It's fantastic. About another second. Should just about be almost translucent, the onions. I don't like biting into a hot onion. I like the onion in between. I don't like the sauce. Well, I do like caramelized onions, but you're not going that far. You just want it translucent to where it's al dente to the bite. Looking good there. We're going to add some vodka. Gonna let that alcohol cook out of it, so don't worry about it. For those of you that say, oh, you don't like putting alcohol in your dishes, you're not. You just these are all instruments for flavor, and each one of them does something specific. Like Marcella, none of the dishes you put alcohol in have any alcohol in them because you burn it all out. It's the flavor you're drawing from all that. All right, that's smelling fantastic. We need some of this red sauce, which isn't quite done. So about 2 ounces by volume. I'm going to put some red sauce in here. And that's going to give it that pink color. Actually, put about 4 ounces in there. Give this a toss, let that saute for another minute. And then we're going to add a cup of heavy cream. Whenever you make an Alfredo for everybody, and I'll show you what, the next video I'll do is I'll do an Alfredo. Super basic, simple, and it'll taste out of this world. Out of this world. Just like this right here. Super simple. For every guest that you're serving, you want to use 1 cup of heavy cream. Heavy whipping cream. The best place to get that is at Walmart. That's the cheapest spot. Every place else is about $1.50 more. What we're going to do is I'm going to use fettuccine. Normally I like to do this with rigatone pasta, or do it with spaghetti. Whatever pasta you prefer. You can do the angel here. People like vermicelli, capellini. If you like thin pasta, I prefer the capellini. Alright, so now we're going to add a cup of heavy cream. Here's my cup. We got a cup of heavy cream. Now when we start moving this around, you can't see that, can you? I apologize. You start moving this around, see how it starts turning pink? That's the color your vodka sauce should be right there. That's the color you're looking for right there, if you can see that. Alright, let's give this a taste. Like I say all the time, always taste test all the way through. So this way you know what to add and subtract. Always add light salt and pepper. You can add light garlic. If you've never made it before, start off light. Now the cream measurement, the same. The cheese, that can go up or down, but usually about ½ a cup of cheese. Alright, we'll taste this. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now would be the time where let me add a little bit more salt. Let me add a pinch more of crushed red pepper. If you want to make it spicy, throw some jalapeno in you, throw some habanero. There's a million different things you can do with every single dish. Just because there's a recipe posted online or I give you a recipe, doesn't mean you have to follow it to a T. You make it your own. Alright, so I'm going to add some fettuccine to this one. This is all I have ready right now. And normally, if you were cooking your pasta behind you, you had your pasta going. Your pasta should be finishing about the time this dish is finishing. 10 minutes. About 9 minutes it takes to cook spaghetti from start to finish. Once you get the spaghetti in the water, it's about 9 minutes. And you want it al dente, because remember, when your pasta keeps cooking, and make sure you chill your pasta immediately after if you're not eating it right away. Because the pasta is going to continue to cook and cook and cook and cook, just like a steak does. That's why you normally, if you like a medium steak, you want to cook it mid-rare. By the time you sit down to eat it, it'll be medium because you want that steak to rest, to get all the juices flowing. But this is it. This is fettuccine with vodka sauce and chicken. You do this with shrimp, whatever you want. Now we're going to add the cheese. Toss that in there. My sauce is boiling, I hear it. We don't want it to boil, we want it to simmer low. One of the best things about having gravy or sauce, whatever you want to call it, is the bread pot. Taste testing with the bread. I don't double dip, so don't worry about it. But it's a tradition. Every Italian family knows you've got to taste the sauce throughout the day with the bread. Super, super, super important. All right, and that's that. We're going to turn this off, and I'm going to plate this for you. All right, here we go. For those of you that work in restaurants, never let the bottom of the pan touch your dish because the carbon that builds up on the bottom will change the flavor of your dish. So never let it touch the bottom. And then, of course, we want to make sure we make that look pretty. That looks terrible. See how fast that was? Super, super quick. Restaurant quality using store-bought ingredient. Easy, 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 easy. And you can substitute whatever protein that you want. So you clean the top off, add a little bit more cheese, some fresh cut parsley, or you can put fresh cut basil, whatever you want. Beautiful dish, tastes absolutely fantastic. And you know what? Forget about it. Tonight, $10 for vodka sauce. Anybody that's in the local area, Statesboro, or anybody that wants to come see me, call-in orders only. We'll do chicken and vodka sauce with spaghetti or fettuccine for $10 tonight till 9 p.m. You guys have a great night. Thanks for watching and sharing. Amanda, how are you? Yes, no double dipping. Yeah, no double dipping, I promise. However, I'd love to. But you guys have a great night. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I'll have some more recipes coming up. Make sure you become a supporter. Help us out. And that's where we're going to be posting all our videos starting the first of the year. So the only way to be able to see those suckers is, we'll still do videos for our regular following, of course, because we appreciate you too. But as far as the subscription is concerned, you'll have all written out recipes and all that stuff. And we've been working on that for the past 2 months, getting that all put together. But love you guys. God bless. Enjoy your families, and we will see you soon. Tonight, $10 vodka, chicken and vodka, either fettuccine or spaghetti. Your choice. God bless. I love you guys.